Hi, today I'm reviewing the Ole Henriksen PHAT Facial Glow Mask. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money. So if you want to help keep the channel independent, check out my products at nobsbeauty.com or click on the Amazon link below. Look at Lincoln, he's being a baby today. It's raining out. Yeah, so he got all wet and he's drying off on me. So anyway, so recently picked this up. It's a new product from Ole Henriksen, and PHAs, or polyhydroxy acids, are going to make a huge scene, I guess, this year and probably next year as well. They're more gentle than alpha hydroxy acids, as well as a little bit more gentle than beta hydroxy acid. And I'll do a pretty good job kind of helping clean pores out, give you fresh, more youthful skin, help fade discolorations, help fade scars, prevent breakouts, clogged pores, things like that. But polyhydroxy acids have a larger molecule size, which makes them a little bit more gentle, as well as they don't penetrate as deep as like alpha hydroxy acids. Those are probably the strongest alpha hydroxy acids, such as glycolic acid, lactic acid. Beta hydroxy acids are a little bit more gentle than alpha hydroxy acids. That would be salicylic acid, but still can irritate some people. And then down at the bottom would be PHAs, or polyhydroxy acids, which are the gentlest of the three. So alpha hydroxy, beta hydroxy, and polyhydroxy, I would say, from strongest to gentlest. So if you have sensitive skin, polyhydroxy acids are a great way to help exfoliate your skin. I've actually talked to a few people in the last couple weeks that are having issues using glycolic acids, and we're asking if salicylic acid might be a better option for them. And usually I will say yes, because glycolic acid, unless you start with a low percentage, which a lot of products with glycolic acid will have like around 10%, and sometimes it can be harder to find ones that are more gentle. A lot of them tend to be right around 10%. So polyhydroxy acids can be another great option, or a great way to start using exfoliating acids without starting right off with some of the stronger ones. So anyway, so Ole Henriksen brand released this, and they call this an age-fighting face mask that works like a facial with potent PHAs and Nordic birch sap to exfoliate, illuminate, and brighten skin. And I will say I've used this, you can use it about twice a week now, and I've had it for about a week and a half, so I've used it about 3 times now. And I will say that after you rinse it off, my skin did look great. So I was pretty happy about that. So anyway, so I thought I should get to review it in case you guys are thinking about picking it up. So I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it based on my Sarah score scale. And my first criteria is packaging, and they've done a nice job packaging this in a pump bottle, which protects the ingredients from exposure to light and air. Also makes dispensing it easy, because this is a jelly, thicker textured product, so a jar would be messy with it. Almost as messy as the Cosrx snail cream. That's messy to get out of the jar. So they've done a good job with that. My second criteria is alcohol, and this does not contain denatured types of alcohol. It does contain the good fatty alcohol, Cetearyl alcohol. So the good fatty alcohols are usually beneficial and hydrating, although some of them can be a little pore clogging. But anyway, so no issues with that. My third criteria is fragrance, and this is where the major downfall of this product comes, is it does have a lot of fragrance. However, it is a rinse-off product, so the fragrance ingredients aren't going to be as big of an issue as if it were a leave-on product that you're going to have on your skin for 12 or 14 hours. So this mask is meant to be on for about 15 minutes, so unless you have very sensitive skin, it probably won't be much of an issue. It does contain fragrance in and of itself, which can be different combinations of a lot of different things. It does contain lemon fruit extract as well as sandalwood extract. Sandalwood extract can be an antioxidant unless you have very sensitive skin or sensitive skin. It can be also an irritant. So there's good things and bad things with sandalwood. And you see it in a lot of products as well, because it can be a good thing, but not for everyone. And then it also contains Cetearyl, which is, I hate when I see that in any product because it is such a common skin irritant. Cetearyl is a big one. And then limonene and linalool, which are also not as big of irritants, but can be for sensitive skin. So thankfully it's a rinse-off product, so it's not as big of an issue. The scent of the product in and of itself almost smells like Kool-Aid, I want to say. Almost smells like cherry Kool-Aid. It smells really good and made me want some Kool-Aid. I don't know, do they even make Kool-Aid anymore? It was good. Anyway. So that's the biggest issue. So if you have sensitive skin, I really recommend doing a patch test on your arm and just making sure that you're okay. I have sensitive skin and I didn't have any issues with this. It doesn't mean that those might be people out there with more sensitive skin. So definitely do a patch test. The manufacturing location of this is the US, so no issues with that. Ease of use. So it did take me several pumps to cover my entire face. So you'll want to cover your entire skin with the layer of this product. And after you cover it, the directions say to massage it until it turns from pink to white, which takes a few seconds. And then after that, leave it on for about 15 minutes. Apply it to clean, dry skin. Leave it on for 15 minutes. And then I just used a konjac sponge and just removed it in the shower. Or you could use a damp wet cloth and remove it that way. I wouldn't recommend just rinsing it. It almost needs something to help remove it because it is kind of, has a thick, almost like a taffy texture to it. So it will need something to help remove it because it is a little bit on the sticky side. So after you leave it on for about 15 minutes, remove it with a washcloth or a sponge, and then rinse your skin off if you want to, and then continue on with your evening or morning routine. I recommend using this in the evenings just because I find exfoliants it's just easier to use them in the evening and then follow with your skincare routine to help soothe your skin or go to bed and then wake up with fresher skin. So it really didn't do much for flakiness or anything like that, but it really did definitely help my skin brightness. So, and then Ole Henriksen recommends using this twice a week. So, otherwise, yeah, definitely recommend using this in the evening. They say you can use it in the morning before makeup application, but it just makes a little bit more sense to use it in the evening. And then if you do use it in the morning, definitely follow with sunscreen. So, very easy to use, no issues at all with that. Does smell like Kool-Aid or taffy almost. Saltwater taffy maybe a little bit. Okay, so in terms of the antioxidants and beneficial ingredients of this, so we've got the PHAs, Gluconolactone and then gluconic acid, which are the two polyhydroxy acids. So those are definitely high up on the ingredient list, so that's good to see. There's also some other good ingredients such as the Betula Alba juice, which is the Nordic birch sap that they mention, which is a good antioxidant and skin hydrator. It's got vitamin E, which is a good antioxidant and hydrating ingredient. And then we've got hyaluronic acid, biotin, niacinamide, licorice root, panthenol. So it does include a lot of other good antioxidants and skin brightening ingredients. So licorice root, niacinamide, vitamin E, things like that are definitely good for your skin. However, also remember that like all the fragrance ingredients that get rinsed off and put down the drain, so do the good things. So they don't really spend that much time. So I'm not really sure that the niacinamide or hyaluronic acid has enough time to really do anything else to your skin. But the polyhydroxy acids definitely seem to help. There's also a few other products with polyhydroxy acids that I have been using that I like, which is, I thought I'd mention them just in case this one is a little bit out of your price range. I really like the PHA water, which is by Makeup Face. So they've got a good one. And then this one recently is actually at Ulta now, and it's the Hand Skin PHA Cleansing Balm, which really like. It's a good way to get some good PHAs in while you're cleansing. Definitely not as effective as the mask, but the cleanser does give your skin a little bit of added brightness just while you're cleansing. And then the Makeup Face is kind of a serum, so this one spends a little bit more time on your skin. So I just thought I'd mention a couple other options in case you were kind of more interested in PHAs, because they're kind of becoming more and more common here and there. So that's why I don't really have a lot of other options. I know I probably got a couple other products with PHAs, but off the top of my head, these were the two I could think of. So anyway, so I thought I'd mention those. On to my 7th criteria, which is animal testing, and the Ole Henriksen brand is cruelty-free, so that's always good to see. Performance. I thought it performed nicely. It really did make my skin look more bright. It definitely seemed to kind of help fade some of the hyperpigmentation I have. I wasn't really expecting too much with a mask that stays on 15 minutes. Usually you don't see a ton of results, but just even after the first use, I really did think it helped. I don't know if it's necessarily worth the price, which is my 9th criteria. So this is the full size, which is 1.7 ounces, and it retails for $49. And let me say, a little bit of this does not go a long way. I would say 1 tube might last a month with twice a week use. So that would be 8 uses. I would say one of these, if you do use it twice a week, will probably last you about a month. So it's not going to last you very long. So it is pricey, especially given how thick the product is, and a little bit does not cover a lot. So pretty expensive for something that is probably going to last you about a month. And then my 10th criteria is the it factor. And given the price and then the fragrance, I didn't give it the it factor, although I was pretty close to it. If it were a little more affordable, I probably would have, although I really was happy with the results, the performance of it, and it was pretty easy to use. The packaging's good, but the price for what you get is pretty pricey. I personally think this bottle should be double. And then I would have probably said, yeah, it's a better option because you'll get to use it for about 2.5 months or so. But with one bottle, not going to last you very long. It's pricey. So, but overall, I really did like it. Definitely will keep using it until it's fully used up, and then I'll probably return to other PHA products that I want to try or like. So anyway, I gave this a 7 out of 10 on the Sarah score scale, which is still good. Just there's more affordable options out there, but I do like the mask, and I'll definitely keep using it until it's gone. So anyway, so I'm interested if you guys have a chance to check this out yet. And if you have, what your thoughts are. If you get a sample at Sephora, make sure to get a big sample because a little bit of this really doesn't go long. So anyway, leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Check out nobsbeauty.com and the Amazon link below. And thank you guys so much.